we are group one, and there are four members in our team. Uh, there are Hi teacher. We are group one, and this is our presentation. We are member have Nguyễn Thu Hà, Trần Thu Hiền, Phạm Quang and me, Vương Khánh Linh. Our main project is about corona checker. Obviously, we know that COVID-19 has become a dangerous pandemic, threatening to life of people over the world in December 2019. There is no public COVID-19 tracker website to help all people can track the happenings of COVID-19 in the world. Our website, efficient coronavirus tracker website that provide insight about its spread across the globe. And we will move on to discuss about our website. This is the interface of the homepage. It shows the current numbers on the COVID-19 in the world. There is a number of confirmed patients, the deaths, and the recovered patient all over the world. And this picture is display a table with country and the rise of the coronavirus in them, with information about the confirmed case, death, and recoveries. This slide is distinct from COVID-19 world map like BNO new map, and this is a table for checking the happenings of COVID-19 in Vietnam and how to update once a day. Moreover, we will provide you a graph for analyzing the situation. For example, like confirm, death, recovery, and test. We'll move on to second part is technology and tools. About technology, we use Tomcat version 9 MySQL community server, Java for program language, GBS for do the front end, and the servlet for do back end. And about the tools, to write the project report, we use Microsoft Word. To write and edit code, we use Eclipse, Notepad, and Notepad++. To set the baseline for the project and assign resources to project and keep track of project milestone, we use Microsoft Project. Version control requirement item generated throughout the project, we use GitHub. And library for auto generate setter, getter, and constructor, we use Lombok. It must be installed in Eclipse. And final tools, to manage project structure, we use Maven.
And now we will move on to software development lifecycle methodology. In our project, I will read you what the four methods is software development lifecycle methodology to development our project. Firstly, we will discuss about the definition of what the four method. Well, the full method is a project manager approach where a project is completed in distant stages and moved step by step toward ultimate release to consumers. Waterfall model is a breakdown of project activity into linear sequential phases, where each phase depends on the deliverable of the previous one and correspond to specialization of tasks. Waterfall model divide development process into the following 5 phases: analysis, design, implementation, testing, and maintenance. And now we are focused on 5 main phases of a waterfall model. Firstly, analysis phase. In this phase, all requirements of a project are analyzed and documented in a specification document. Secondly, the design phase. In this phase, the system design is prepared with specified hardware and system requirements such as data layer, programming language, network interfaces, and infrastructure. User interface. This phase has defined the overall system architecture. Thirdly, the implementation phase. The source code is written as per requirement. The physical design specification are turned into a working code. Fourthly, testing phase. In this phase, tester check the program for all possible defects by running test case either manual and or by automation. And last but not least, maintenance phase, deliver maintenance and improvement of software. Next, we will move on to configuration management with GitHub. All configuration must store in GitHub. Use the following chain workflow, at least it's a secret. And thirdly, we will learn about the way to test the chain if possible. First, test the chain locally. After that, upload some to develop environment, where either manual or automated tests need to be run. Security tests need to be executed in the development environment where changes are applied. And next, we will talk about chain workflow. Firstly, all configuration chain must flow through a Git repository central managed through GitHub. A chain initiated and discussed follows a step in our store lifecycle. In the appropriate GitHub repository for component, a pull request PR against the master branch is created that addresses the chain. Its repository contains cloud.gov developed codes. The PR must have ultimate code client metric, which must pass before PR can be merged. The PR is reviewed by someone other than committer. Pairing via skin sharing is encouraged and qualified as a review. Review should include assessment of architectural design, security, and code quality. The reviewer approves the PR via GitHub. The viewer merges the approved PR. The committer may merge approved PR if the chain made are time sensitive. And finally, a continuous integration (CR). CI serve handle automated tasks and continued deployment CD of the merge chain.
Now let's talk about architecture. So the architecture we choose is entire architecture style. The reason we choose entire architecture style is entire architecture is suitable for a simple web. It's less learning curve for most developers and it's a natural evolution from the traditional application model. Uh, so let's take closely about entire architecture. As you can see, entire architecture have a lot of layer like web tile, middle tile, data tile. So layer are a way to separate responsibility and manage dependency. Each layer has specific responsibility. A higher layer can use a service in a lower layer, but not the other way around.
So we decide that we divide our website into 3 layers. The first one is presentation layer. The second one is business logic layer or service layer. The third one is data layer. With presentation layer, we follow by MVC button. We present that model is model bucket. View is JSP, JAT, CDAT, file in deployed resource folder, and controller is controller bucket. Business logic layer is business bucket, and data asset layer is DAO, stand for data asset object bucket. Now let's talk about design. Design database. We get the data auto Wednesday from API of Rabbit API. Based on that data, we construct database and model for our website. Here is a diagram of our website. Now let's talk about design in a user website. Here is activity diagram. In the home page, we will show graph and data of COVID-19 in the world, and you can search the country in the home page. You can choose a bar chart or map or timeline.
Yeah, so now we will go to the design of the admin homepage. So at the start we have to log in to access the main page of the admin. So we have to enter the username and password over there, and it will move to the check login section. So if you pass check login, we will go to the main page and do other functions. But if you do not pass the check login, so it will display an error like the red the message in the website, and you have to log in again by enter the true correct username and password. And you pass the check password, so go to the main page, and in there you can do any functions you want, like add patient, edit patient, list on patient, change password, and log out. So and yeah, after you do so the method over there, you can log out and finish the activity diagram. Yeah.
And for final part is about the evaluation for the web. Our website has two advantages. It will help to enhance the health of the community, contribute to the difficult situation of the world today, repeal the epidemic quickly. Our Corona website is user-friendly, convenient website assisting user in keeping track of disease situation in Vietnam and in the world continuously and regularly. The disadvantage about web is it doesn't specify the disease situation in each area in Vietnam. For future improvement, we think that we will create auto retrieving and updating Vietnamese disease statistics from official website such as World Health Organization and Ministry of Health. Auto crawling latest Vietnam disease news from reliable website, for example vtv.vn, vov.vn, or thanh The final we will do create a customized report. That's all about our presentation part. Thank you for listening.
So let I demo our web. Here is our website. You can right click on it and run on server, but I already run. And firstly, our wait will like that. You can take a few seconds to get the data from database. It will take the 200 to 24 the data in the first one because it update once a day. So now in database it have over 2,000 data. Here is a total number of confirmed case, confirmed that, and confirmed recovered. Sorry. Here is a graph about will rank the that in a country. Here is a map. You can hold down for zoom. Yeah, like that. And here is a table. Will give you all the static of all. Will give you all static of all country in the world, and you can search in it. Can search. And of course, it will take a few seconds. Here you can see all the country in the world in here, like Thailand, Maldives. Or here we will it will show you the Vietnam. $328 and Sarah is 1. We covered it 307. You can choose analysis, map, or timeline. Analysis is show the pie chart. Map is show the map. Yeah, and timeline is show the and timeline will show also specific the painting in Vietnam. Yeah. You can see here is a pie chart. I create pie chart by Google Chart API, and you can see it in the code. Analysis JSB. Here is script. I use Google Charts API. Okay. Now we look about map. Map I will get from BNO New. So it's require you have a good internet. Yeah. And timeline. Timeline will give you all the painting in Vietnam. Will you have a ID? A painting ID, a time, and a painting description in here. So let's look closely on code. The importance of our web is we also get the data once a day from Rapid API. So let's look about it. In home controller, we have a auto update from API. If you uncomment that sentence, you can auto update. It will check the time updated in your database, and it will find that are you update in today. So it will auto update for you. If you not, and it will call a save COVID data in Corolla service. Corolla service is instance of coronavirus service import. Let's look in that method. Um, yeah, you must take a look in fast COVID data and say COVID data. Fast COVID data, you get the data. Will get the data from Rapid API. It will make it from JSON to object update to object of Java, and save COVID data will call fast COVID data, and it will save in the database. It also will track the time updated to decide update or not. So update or not. So let's look about home controller home controller will get the data from service. Like that, home controller gets the data from service, and service will get the data. And service will get the data from caching mechanism. It is the middle layer for load the data more fast. But the caching mechanism manager will get the data from the DAO, and DAO will get the data from database. And after that, controller will throw the data. Use in controller use the cat dispatcher will throw the data in request to JSP, and JSP will display it in the website. So let's take a look about admin website.
Okay, so now I will demo the admin website over there. So here, no, not this one. Yeah, this one. So I have to change there. Admin login. Okay, so firstly I will demo like an error. Okay, so I will like take a password like okay something here and login. So it's wrong and you display an error like invalid username or password. So now I will log in with the correct password 1 2 3 4 5 6 over there. Here we go. So when you log in, it will show all your patient right there on the patient. So those patient you have to edit by your hand because yeah, it's update day by day because like in Vietnam the number of patient is countable. So when have a person have been affected, so we can add the information by the add patient button over there right here. So for demo I will choose the BN400. Yeah, because if I choose the existing ID, it will throw an error in the here. So HS65, gender is male and American, and affected in Hanoi, and the status so he is considered confirmed for COVID-19. So something over there, just like in the same plane on just flight with B and 16. Okay, so add over there. So yeah, it will display it in the end of the list like yeah, this here BN 400 and yeah, information. So now I will edit it like retrain the age 60 and yeah, male. Okay. And like at the first time I have recognized the have a mistake at the nationality, so now I will train the like um, Italian, okay, and the Hanoi. So now he recovered, so I will train the status and yeah, something like just the same like same fly with BN60 and I could add more like and and recover and recovered in 20 May. Okay. Yeah, so we can see the result over there. Italian recovered and the description will also be edited. And now I will demo the delete function. I just click the delete button over there and it will show you a notification like, are you sure you want to delete this? Okay, I'm sure. Yeah, right there. And so the BN 400 disappeared. The function here is like also have the patient list. For example, you are at the add patient, but you forgot to the number of the ID of the patient. So you have to just click there and see all the patient again. And in this bar, you can go to the admin and you can change the password and log out. So now I will change the password. Yeah, if you have another view like yeah, I will put a 1 2 3 4 5 6 a new password 1 2 3 1 2 3 confirm. So now I will log in. Yeah, so this is the old password, so try it. Okay, all right, so I will train it to 1 2 3. Okay, it's good. So now I will demo some code for you like when firstly it will go to the admin login servlet to and it will go to do yeah, so it will do guest first and we have the view of the login JSP file. So in the do post where they identify your username and password by this method. Yeah, this method. Okay, so command. Okay, so this one is get the username and password from the database and check it if it's true or not, because like I have this class to hash the password to another like the password is 1 2 3 4 5 6, but in the database it's saved in another type like really long and complicated. So this one will like change it again to like for the security. Yeah, so if you put a true correct name and password, it will send redirect forward the all information about the patient servlet over there. Patient servlet over there. Yeah. I name it here, and it will show you all information about the patient by the patient service who can have to connect with the database, and get on the patient over there. And here, so after that we will have to go to the patient list JSP. It will show all information about the patients. Yeah, and about the patient servlet in here I have to like handle the path like add path, edit path, delete path. Yeah, so if you click to the add function, so it will do this one, and it's the same for the edit and delete. Yeah, So this is the end of the demo in admin homepage.
In user website, we also update new service. We will give you our own API to you get the data from our website, and we use the library to get the data from database and make it become JSON and check and make it become JSON. Here is a result. We follow we follow red architecture style. Yeah, we accept you can get the data is JSON or XML. It's okay. It's also okay. And here is the data. If you get with that exact link, you can give a ID and you will get the specific data like that. And I also give you that link at the in the footer of user website. You can get the link to get the data from own website. Yeah, that is the end of our presentation. So thank you for listening.